Alright guys, welcome in, welcome on. Let me go live on Instagram here. Welcome in guys. Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys, oops, I didn't click that, did I? Here we go. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day. Hopefully you guys are green today. Today was definitely a great comeback day for me. We're up about $44,000 as you guys can see, which covers yesterday or Friday's losses and then some by a lot. So I'm just going to get everything set up here and then get started. Hopefully, again, you guys had a great trading day. Good to be back on Monday. As I like to say, money making Monday. Good to be back. Good to be on MVIS MARK. It is the 107th day of this account challenge. We are closing in on that $1 million mark. I'm super excited to say that. We have gotten to $939,987.98 on this $1,000 account challenge. All started with 107 days ago at $1,000. We've turned that 1,000 into $939,987.98. Again, I'm here to motivate you guys, hopefully create better traders as a whole here at NorMacMilTrading.com. And I hope that in any way, shape, or form I'm giving you guys some type of material to learn from. The material that I never had when I was a beginning trader back when I was trading in college. Now I'm giving back to you guys 100% for free in my daily lesson recap. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to alert you if I make new videos. Share me on your social media. At Stocks2Go is my Twitter. At Stocks2Go is my Twitter. My Instagram's CamTheMan363. Instagram's CamTheMan363. If you could share me on your story on Instagram, that'd be a huge help. Just say, hey, this guy's doing a $1,000 to $1 million account challenge 100% for free. If it's on Twitter, same concept. I'd really appreciate that with the chat room link. That goes a long ways. I really, really appreciate that, guys. Yeah, so let me just get something set up here. I know we're trying to find the post here. Okay, it's got to be around here somewhere. I know I saved it. It's always a struggle to find the thumbnail that I make. And I always do it on live stream. There it is. Alright. Cool. Alright, so alright, posted that. I'm gonna post it on social media and I should be good to go. Alright guys. Patience here, bear with me. I just gotta post it on social media and then I'll be ready to go. Just letting everybody know I'm live. Good to have you guys on. Good to have you guys in, guys. We're closing in on that $1 million mark here at NorMacMilTrading.com. Super excited. Super cool stuff. I'm just trying to post on my social media quick, and then I'll be ready to get started today. Alright. Okay, I posted that. And I should be ready to go. Alright guys, good to be on, good to be in here. And I just wanted to start today with hopefully you guys had a great trading day. Hopefully you guys are, of course my camera's frozen per always on my YouTube. I don't know why that is, I don't know why that happens, but I'm sorry. I have a nice webcam, it's like a $200 webcam. I don't know why it freezes every single time I come on. If any of you guys have a quick fix, let me know. But anyways, good to have you guys on, good to have you guys in. We are closing in on the $1 million mark, guys. We are so close to the finish line, guys. We are literally $60,000 away. I know it sounds like a lot, but after turning 1,000 to almost $1 million now, we are closing in on the $1 million mark in 107 days, guys. I am super excited to beat my old record. I can't be proud of myself for hanging in there on some of the red days along the way. Yesterday, and that $70,000 offering that I got stuck in, my loss on AIKI. I couldn't be more proud of myself in the way I've handled this challenge. But you know, at the end of the day, I started this 107 days ago for you guys. You know, I started this to show you guys these things are possible. You know, I could have been trading with, you know, max size or more, maybe even potentially more size than now if I wanted to. But I started, you know, making $3,000 in a month and, you know, $2,000 in a month in the very beginning. You know, if we go back, I mean, we could go back and look to show you guys that, you know, I wasn't making $450,000 months every month in the very beginning. You know, I was taking big time pay cuts of my trading career for you guys. And so hold on, dashboard, or where is it? Detail. I got to go back to look at the. How do we go back to look at last year? That's what I want to know. Come on, where is it? I know it's somewhere around here. Okay, overview. Let's try 90 days. Let's try year, month, day. There we go, 2019. So you guys can see here, guys. You know, when I started this count challenge, in an entire month, guys, I was up $943.40 for the entire month. That's because I had a $1,000 account. For December, I had a $2,032.72 month for the entire month. Again, because I only had a couple $1,000 account and I was growing it slowly but surely. Okay? Then, if we go to 2020, January comes around and we did $5,878.79. Okay? February comes around and this is where we start to gain momentum. Okay? This is where my strategies and the processes and the strategies that I use obviously work. I can't stress that enough. I have critiqued my strategies for years now. I have proven to myself multiple times. I've done 1,000 to 1 million in 10 months in 1 week. Like I think it was August 31st, 2017. And then I did another one in 2018. And I didn't quite finish that one because I went on a 35-day trip to Europe and a 10-day trip to Hawaii. But this is my third one, and you know, the strategies that I use, guys, obviously have worked over the years. And in a bear market, especially, I've been doing all these huge $450,000 months in a bear market, in a market that we've just seen some of the most historic drops potentially in history. So you know, I know no matter what, whether you're in a bear or bull market, I know what I do works because I've proven to myself that. I've never traded in a bear market before, a whole lot, but honestly, I might prefer it. But anyway, so, you know, in February, we did $40,440.74, and then March came around and we did almost a $500,000 at $450,950.51 on the day, or on the month. And then in April we did $410,412.61. And then in May we are up right now $29,329.20. Okay, so I'm here to motivate you guys, and I hope with all my might that you're learning a lot from me. You're getting a lot out of my daily lesson recaps that I do for free. You're getting out a lot of my free chat room, and I'm giving you guys a ton of content and material to hopefully be a better trader as a whole. As a teacher and a mentor here at NorMacNoTrading.com, I want to be able to give back to you guys, and I know what it was like to not have someone who was completely, verified, goes over and completely every day goes over his daily lesson recaps, goes over his P&Ls. I really don't know anybody who does this kind of stuff that's doing what I'm doing. And honestly, I could probably start marketing and probably get, hundreds of thousands of followers, whatever. I haven't done really any marketing at all. It's all been pretty much organic growth. I do a little, but not hardly at all. It's nothing that, I tried a couple times, and yeah, so we're closing on that $1 million mark. I can't believe I'm saying it. I never thought that I'd be doing this in 4 months. It looks to be that I could finish this tomorrow. I could finish this in the next couple days, I think. And I hope that you guys learned every single day from the very beginning. And I hope that you guys learned that you don't need a lot of money to make a lot of money. Okay? I started off extremely slow. In the first 3 months, I did about $10,000. Okay, and in the last 3 months, I've done about 900 grand. Okay, so I started off slow, right? But that's how you have to start somewhere, right? You have to start slow, learn small, make mistakes with small account sizes, and then grow from there. If you lose $100, or $20 or $10, that's not going to hurt as much as 1,000 or 10,000, right? But at the same time, what you're doing is you're building your strategies and your processes along the way with a small amount. So when you get to a bigger amount, you've already proven to yourself that whatever you've been doing works. All you're now doing is taking it to a scale up. You're taking it to a level up. You're taking it to a point where, you go from $1,000 and making 10% to going from $10,000 and making 10% to going from $100,000 to making 10% to going from $200,000 to making 10%. Today I have a $200,000 trading account, and I made 20% plus on the account, and I'm up 44,000. If that would have been a $1,000 account, that would have been a $200 plus day. Okay, you get the difference, right? So as you prove your strategies, you can start to size up, right? And it starts to make more sense to do so when you start to prove yourself that your strategies and processes are working. You start scaling up, and it's just all what you call compound growth, right? It's hard though when you get more size because you get more stressed. Okay, you start overanalyzing things way too much, and when that happens, you create problems in your strategies. And I've been there. That's what happened in my first and second challenge that I'm now correcting this time. Is that my first challenge, I was taking big losses. I was taking $50,000 losses, $20,000 losses. My second account challenge, I think I took a 200, or it was in 2 days I took a $200,000 loss or something like that. I halved my account. So those two challenges, then I haven't taken. If you look at my chart here, my 90-day chart, I haven't cut my account really at all. My biggest loss was this day when I took that $70,000 loss, okay, on AIKI. I got stuck in an offering, and I couldn't do anything about that, right? But at the end of the day, we had the 600, we had the count up to 619, we brought it all the way down to 575. That right there was the biggest P&L loss of the challenge for me. Okay, I lost about $40,000 plus. I actually fought back after my AIKI loss, but I lost a lot of money that day, and I proved to myself in 2 days I was back above my highs. Okay, yet on Friday I took a loss, and now today I'm back above my highs. So it took me 1 day. Okay, so I'm getting better, guys, as I'm going. I've proven to myself that my strategies and my processes are working. Okay. Here's another announcement. I think I'm gonna add another video to the video series guide that I saw on my website here in the next couple weeks. I'm working on something. I haven't quite started it yet, but I have a good idea of what I'm gonna go over, and I think it needs to be added to the guide. And I want to try and add things to the guide as I gain, more. As I gain more, I guess more time in the markets. But I'm not ensuring that I'm not going to create like a video series guide part 2 that's going to cost extra. I'm just saying that I'm looking at that right now. I'm looking at making something for this guide that I already sell to add to it. I know that a lot of you guys are looking forward to that. A lot of my students are looking forward to me adding some stuff to that. And, at the end of the day, I'm doing that to hopefully, I've had a lot of questions along this account challenge, and I'm doing that to kind of give back to you guys, and hopefully, I can add some more value to that. Again, guys, if you guys are interested to learn how I've turned 1,000 into just under $940,000 in 107 days, click that link. It's cheaper than student debt, cheaper than student loans. It's a one-time payment. You have it forever. If you're interested in learning my strategies and having a study guide of exactly how I trade step by step, it's about 17 hours of content roughly. It goes over everything, guys. Literally everything and then some. I can't explain it enough, but there's plenty of testimonials you guys can read about in here. Appreciate the warm welcome. I have complete comments to the team. I'm doing some homework, learn options. Okay. Sign up for trade ideas. There's tons of people who are very thankful for what I've done, and hopefully that the trading guy, yeah, can you send that to me? That's my bad. Can you send that to me? I appreciate that. You don't understand how many messages I've been getting. I literally have been clearing these out as I've been going, but yeah, please message me. I'm getting overwhelmed with messages in my DMs. So I'm extremely sorry that if I can't get back to you guys. Those of you guys who have bought my video series guide, though, you guys know that I respond to you guys in 5-10 minutes. I do my best. I try to give back to the people that have put their money where their mouth is. And, you guys are the ones that I want to make sure I spend the most time with, especially because you guys have proven to me that you want this bad. Those of you guys who haven't bought my guide, I try and respond, but to be honest, it's so hard to keep up right now, guys. I mean, there's almost 20,000 people in this room, okay? And I am only one person. This company is mainly me. I have a couple of helpers in the mods and stuff like that who will help a ton. But a lot of the back stuff, I'm trying to run, and I do have some help on the back end. But still, it's a lot of people to try and help every day. And I've been completely swamped, but I hope that you guys are getting the proper responses. And I also want to say, make sure to look at the website and my YouTube videos before you start asking questions, because I have a lot of explanation that go on my website and things like that. So don't just come flying at me with 100 questions. Read all the website, look at my YouTube, research my Discord, and then come with me with questions. Or if you have bought in the video series guide and you've gone through the whole video and then have questions, I have no problem answering them after that, especially. These are just testimonials. I guess I'll read this testimonial one more time. I don't like to read them, but this is about the camera scanners and video series guide. I've had a lot of time to use the scanners and sat through the video series a few times in order to soak in all the information. Below is is my take on both. The scanners, this Dreambox guy. I'll have to just. The scanners are wonderful. I started off with a momentum scanner and immediately noticed a change in my trading. I didn't have multiple chat rooms listening out for any news. It just came out about a ticker. The momentum scanner alerted me to stocks taking off, and I made $150 very quickly because of the scanner. I decided later on to pick up the all-in-one scanner in order to have to rely on other more or less powerful scanners to tell me about what was gapping. The AI has stock scanners in it and then some. While I do not use them, I like having all available, continue to broaden all my strategies and learn more about day trading. The dip buy washout long scanners are some of the ones that I don't currently use, but probably will down the road. The gap scan is worth the $500 alone. The gap scan reduces the search time needed to find stocks to play in the morning. With that list, please, the the news add-on. These let me quickly find if there is recent news to justify the price action for a ticker on the list. The time saved in the morning made this well worth the repurchase in my opinion, or the purchase in my opinion. I like using the parabolic momentum scanners together to find stocks about to take off. The parabolic gives me the warning that stocks may be getting ready to break out, and momentum scanners confirms it for me. My use may not be ideal for how to trade. To use them for what suits you. The social media scanner, I don't use anything important to confirm if ticker I like is getting a lot of chatter on social media. Hold scanner is great because now I don't have to guess what is halted and when it shall resume. I would say if you can afford the AI package, as it gives you a ton of tools for whatever trading style you prefer. On to the video series. So at least I was hesitant to purchase this. I knew I was going to get serious about trading and like the transparency and the office culture of Normac Chat Room, but I still muled this purchase over a few weeks reading forums and articles, the consensus that these tended to be scammed for the most part, yet I still had a good feeling about the video series guide and decided to pull the trigger on buying it. It has been well worth it. The video series is nothing but for that. The video series is not for the absolute beginner, which I'm looking at changing that. That's a hint, hint. You will need to have some basic understanding of day trading, familiarities with the candlesticks, basic pattern recognition, and terminology in the stock market. And the stocks is a must. And all that terminology is right here 100% for free. Not saying you need to a subject matter an expert, but you should know the key things about them and be able to read a chart to some degree. This is not Trading 101 course, but more of an advanced course. The series goes over background and his strategies. All of these are very informative, including example trades. He dives into trade at low level and provides his mind frame on most of them. This is key in my opinion. I always wanted more info on what's going through a professional trader's mind when they're trading, and this has it. I tend to struggle with the second guessing myself, and really has helped me in the psychological area. Another thing that made this well worth the buy was learning some of the key details that Cam goes into choosing stocks. This was a great and enhanced my research when looking for reasons I would want to enter a trade. He also goes more into depth on his entries and why he picked to enter into something. I like how he went over some of his rules and incorporated them into mine for the better. I also liked him going over the biggest loser. That video was the most important one to watch and really listen to. We all have big losses days, and we all question ourselves. That video let me know that even the best of us go through those moments of doubt, and how these days are a gut check, and whether we are serious in this endeavor or not. The video series is not going to make you instantly trade like a professional. If you expect that, do not buy this. It's more of a shortcut on a path to becoming a professional day trader. Is it worth it? Yes, it is in my opinion. Your mileage may vary, but I think the details are what makes this worth it for me. In the end, trade your plan. So I'm not going to read any more testimonials. That was just one that was written recently. That was kind of an in-depth one. So if you guys are interested in purchasing my video series course, you want to learn my strategies, you want to study, you want to find a way to try and take this to the next level. If you feel like you want to learn my strategies and think they'll take you to the next level, then they're right there. So I just posted that link in the top chat. It's also in the description below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started today on my trading day. Okay. So yeah. So today I made $34,787 on Mark. This is my main trade of the day today. I nailed this trade. I couldn't have nailed it any better. Super proud of myself. I have been waiting for this trade for a while. I've been going into streams telling you guys I've been waiting for MARK. Yeah, you can call that video series guide a classroom. It's basically a classroom of me. It took me over a year and a half of my life to make that guide, okay? Tons of help along the way. And it's a classroom type boot camp from me. So anyways, so obviously, Mark, I've been looking at this one for a long time, and I've been taking small loss after small loss, waiting for the breakout, because I liked the news. I liked that it was a thermal AI stock, and this can heat stocks up major, right? When you see a coronavirus stock, it also was forming higher lows, kind of like an ascend triangle, which is something that I teach in the guide. It being a thermal play as well. My plan out of the gates today, this was my number one play, and I was buying all these dips. You can see me buying all these dips down here, okay? I bought a ton of dips down here. Let's go to the 1 minute. Okay, you can see me buying a ton of dips down here. I bought at 54, and then I added more dips on the 53 break here. Then I added some more right there, and I scaled out. I had about 225,000 shares with about a 54.2 average. Okay, on mark, my first position was about a 226,000 share MARK position at 54.2, 54.3, and right in there was my average. And I scaled out 50,000 shares at 66, 95,000 shares at 66.9, and 71,000 shares at 67.39. Okay, that right there was a $27,000 trade to start the day. Okay, that was my first trade of the day, except for a couple of slivers, and I was super proud of myself for that trade. Been waiting for that one for a while. It was an overnight idea, as well as in the chat room. I didn't quite hold it overnight, and I mean, either way, if I would have held it overnight or not, I just didn't want to take a chance on any type of offering. I'm so skeptical of these offerings, guys. And so, there was that overnight. I didn't take that one, but I was looking for the dips out of the gates. We got it. I took action on that trade, and I sold off perfectly, okay? And then I was just buying dips and selling the rips along the way. Not as much size as I started with, okay, because my confidence wasn't there. But I want to try and buy the dips, risk off those levels, and sell into the rips. And that's basically what I did the rest of the day. And I compiled another what is that? Almost about $8,000 onto the $27,000 starting trade there. I found this stock because of you, and I was in disbelief today at what I was seeing, buying and selling, making a profit. By the end of the day, holding for more. Thank you. Trying to learn and trust the hold. Okay. Yeah, 6B rec. I mean, just be careful. Make sure you're trading your plan. Make sure you're trading the way that you want to trade, and make sure that you're not taking on too much risk. But if you feel comfortable with that kind of trade, then all the power to you. That is something that what do we got here? That is something that's BYND, man. That one's I've been eyeing that one. That's something that you'll learn as you go. So exactly, have a process, has a system, exactly like I do. I have a process, a system that works. I know my system like in and out, and I keep improving my system along the way. So as my system gets better, I keep continuing to get better as a trader, and I keep compiling onto my strategies and my processes to get better as a trader every single day. And hopefully by the end of the year, guys, I have a big goal by the end of this year. And I don't know if I'll tell you yet. Maybe I'll tell you when I hit the million. I have a big goal by the end of this year, and I want to try and hit it. And I think I can, as long as I keep improving my strategies and my processes, staying disciplined, staying safe, knowing when to scale up and scale back. It's extremely important. Yeah, so MARK, that was a big one today. APDN, guys. APDN, I took a $13,000 loser today, believe it or not. If it wasn't for this damn thing, I took a $13,000 loser today on this thing. This thing crushed me. I don't know why it's not showing my prints, though. Let's see if I can hear. I guess we'll just do it down here. Maximize. So this one was a big loser for me today. Why isn't it showing the prints? That's frustrating. What's another one that I traded today? Great, now the prints aren't showing again. I had problems with this earlier, and I had to contact TD, and they didn't know. Okay, well, I don't know why the prints aren't working, but I had to contact TD this morning about it, and the prints weren't showing. But anyways, sorry, I guess the prints won't work, but IZEA my 2000 on, but APDN, I took a $13,000 loser, and I can walk you guys through this. APDN, guys, I was trying to buy some of these washes, and I really liked the news. I mean, it was COVID-19, looked like they had positive vaccine results on animals. So I really liked that news, and I was accumulating the dips, but then, I had 12,000 shares, and I was looking for like honestly a breakthrough high a day. I was gonna buy the dips and watch the breakthrough high a day, but I never got it. And I took so many losses throughout this. Like, I'd buy here and then I get washed out, stop out. My last purchase was here, but good thing I got out of that. And then, it just didn't react like I wanted it to. And I took $13,000 loss on this thing. If it wasn't for this, I'd be up, almost 60,000 a day on the day. But you're gonna have losers, guys. You're gonna have losers, and that's just the way it is. So you have to be able to know that. Let's see what else. That was my big loss on the day. RVP took a small loser on it. RVP took a small $500 loser on it. Another one that I traded today was IZEA. We made 2,000 on it. I wish it would show the dang print. I don't know. I've had problems with. Yeah, no. If you contact, it's been a problem throughout the chat room today. It won't show the prints on this. I try and do the apply. Sometimes TD has a problem with this. But anyways, I'll have to, hopefully they figure it out tomorrow. I know that there's people that were having problems with this today, and I contacted them, and it was just working on I thought they fixed it because it was just working on the other one, but whatever. And then IZEA $2,000 winner on that. What was the other one? There was another one that I did. Oh, FLDM. FLDM, I made $6,600 on. Basically, I was buying all these dips. I like the higher low setup. We were also SSR today. I like the news on Friday. And I sold into this pop in here at like 404 average roughly. I was accumulating. I actually had a 360 average. And then I got stopped out right there. And this thing took off. Then I started accumulating with about a 377 average. So I was averaging up with 17 cents higher, than that. But I still got paid out $6,600. So, and I was willing to chase that because it was higher lows and consolidating all day. Plus SSR and solid news on Friday. So I made $6,600 on that. MVIS was another one. This one, I made $5,500 on this one. I was buying this dip in here, and then, I bought this dip in here. I bought this dip in here, and then stopped out there. But I started buying this dip off VWAP, and I sold off into there. Took one more into that. I'm also watching this one potentially tomorrow as well. I think that it might have a decent shot at running. IZEA, kind of like a UAVS type deal. IZEA, again, there's that one. And then just sliver losses throughout the day. CREX, I made $400 on. IFMK, I made $600 on. Oh, PHUN, I actually made $6,400 into this pop. I saw the news and I got in at like 74 cents, I think it was. And all I saw was that it had launches mobile health system integrated for health system. And then when I saw in New York, as soon as I saw in New York, I literally sized up. I took a little bit of size just because I know that this one usually pops randomly off these PRs. They've been PRing a lot, just like kind of MARK does or did. They've been PRing for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and finally they came out with it on TOS. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of that. They've been PRing a lot at PHUN, but I didn't care. I always been playing these pops, but at the same time, when I saw the pop, but on top of that, it said in New York, which we have the most COVID cases in the country, I immediately added size onto that because I felt like with the New York part, it was going to help a lot more people. That's a bigger market and possibly create more upside to it. Fortunately, it looked like it just fell off. I don't know if they have an offering. I sold off into that pop for a $6,400 gain. There was tons of volume into that one. Abnormal stocks, I use my scanner. I use usually for the news, the parabolic volume spike scan catches it. I can't remember if it was on the scanner or not. I also saw it on social media as well. But yeah, the scanner definitely helps me trade without a doubt. That's why I gave out that trial. TradeIdeas is doing that $8.99 trial for 2 weeks. Take advantage of it if you haven't already. And that's all really I have to go over today, guys. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe to the video. Click the icon to alert if I make new videos. That way you can see me live and be alerted that I am live. I appreciate all the likes and subscribes. It helps the channel out a ton here at NormackNoLaTrading.com. It helps the community out a ton. Do you guys? I'll answer the first 3 questions that come to Top Chat. Thank you, Trading Guy. I'll answer the first 3 questions that come to Top Chat starting now. First 3 questions and that's it. I have 3 questions and then I have to go. The first question is, what is the scanner? Okay, so the scanner is, you guys can't see it because how are you so handsome? Honestly, I can't tell you. It's just the genetics, man. It's just all my hard work and dedication to stocks. It makes me look beautiful. You know, what can I do? I can't help it. I don't know. I can't change the way my face looks, and it's just so good, I know. So, I don't know what to say, but man, what a good-looking stock trader. No, I don't know. I don't know what makes me so handsome, but I don't even know how to answer that. What is the scanner, though? So the scanner is something that I use for trading. It scans through every single stock that we have criteria, okay? So we have criteria at NormackNoLaTrading.com, and I've spent probably hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours, and I've also had help with someone else at NormackNoLaTrading.com, and if you do buy the scanner, it actually is helping the NormackNoLaTrading community because you're actually helping someone who create the scanner here at NormackNoLaTrading community. They definitely get some of the profits along with it. But here, so first of all, this is trade ideas. You have to have trade ideas, but the scanner is right here. So this is the scanning software, okay? The link's in the description below on YouTube. It'll say the scanning software, CAM15 discount code, CAM15 discount code, okay? So you have to start with this. Then we'll go to pricing, okay? And then simple pricing. And I use the premium yearly because it saves you the most money. And on top of using the discount code, it gives you an extra 15% off on top of that, $340 in savings, okay? Are you guys requesting to be live? I can't tell if you guys are, I don't know. It looks like some of you guys are requesting to be live. I don't know if you guys are trying to do that. I don't really know how to do that. I've never done that before. But here's a $340 discount on software. So you need Trade Idea software, okay? This is what runs my settings. The software in itself scans the markets every single day, okay? It's like a chat room without the BS, okay? The chat room without the BS is right here, okay? And at the end of the day, this has criteria in the settings that I sell. It's a one-time purchase, okay? So once you purchase this and use a discount code, you can purchase whatever. I use premium yearly, but you can use standard monthly, whatever you want. Make sure you use discount code all caps CAM15. And then here, once you purchase that, once you have the software to run my settings, then you can purchase the all-in-one scanner or whatever scanner you want. So this is this exact scanner that I use, okay? It's the best bang for your buck. It gives you the gap up, the gap down scans, which is right here. It gives you the hold resume scan, the social media scan, the float rotation scan. Those are all add-ons that you won't get with the separate scans that I just showed you. These are all separate, okay? But all 4 of these separate scans come in the all-in-one scanner, and they don't come with the gap up, the gap down, the social media, the hold resume, the float rotation, the other add-on scans, okay? So you get the best bang for your buck in the all-in-one, and if you buy these all separately, that would cost you $600. If you buy the all-in-one, it costs you save $100, and you get more scans with it, okay? So the all-in-one is exactly the scan that I use, and I couldn't trade without it. I actually credit a lot of my success to the scanner, because without it, I would never have had the idea to look at the certain stock that I found. A lot of times, I'll find stocks that start going down on big news, and they'll be down 20%, 30%, 40%, and they start hitting the washout of the dip buy scan, and I'll usually play the bounces thanks to the dip buy or the washout long scanner, and I probably made hundreds of thousands of dollars off the dip buy and washout long scanner because of those bounce plays, okay? Those offer serious liquidity, and they always bounce. It's a matter of when, and I'm getting better and better and better at playing those. So that's one of my strategies. Um, Another example would be parabolic volume spike scan. I use that a lot for the news. So, the news, if there's something on the news, sometimes even if TOS doesn't have the news out, my parabolic volume spike scan will catch it because the news was leaked somewhere, okay? So that's what I use for the news. People ask me what news feed do I use. I sometimes use news feeds, I sometimes don't. But I found the parabolic volume spike scan helps me a lot with the news, and it doesn't always catch every single news piece, especially with the criteria that it has. But it helps me a lot because sometimes it catches those spikes in volume before the news comes out because the news was leaked, or someone is cheating the system, right? And I've seen that many a times where people already know the news, they load the boat, and then the news comes out, right? That's just the world we live in. People are greedy. People do what they do. You can't help it. It happens so much. A lot of insider trading, I'm sure, goes on as well. When you see those block buys, I've seen tons of options, miscellaneous option block buys, and then randomly the spike has news. Yeah, I've seen it all, guys. There's a lot of shady stuff that goes on along in the markets, but I use it to help me in my trading career. The Holt resume scan helps me because if I don't know something's halted, it'll tell me, and it has a big gong noise. When the gong goes off, I know something's halted. And then a lot of times I can play the unhold, and sometimes it still has more holds to go, and I make money off that. Or, et cetera, on the flip side. It might hold on the way down. I always look at the biggest gainers, the highest relative volume scanner throughout the day. I also use the option scanner as well, which is the large cap all-in-one option scanner. I use that for price action to the up and down side, dramatic price action usually. And then sometimes I'll look at the gap up scans that we have for the option scanner as well. I am trying to trade a little bit of options, I'm not going to lie, but I'm focused on small caps, mid caps, and I could trade stock, but I want to dabble in options without it affecting anything with what I'm doing small caps. So I'm going to start small. I've blown up a couple accounts in options, but only like a couple $1,000. I haven't lost a whole lot. I'm learning small and going to go big, okay, later on in my trading career. But I want to be able to eventually trade small caps, mid caps, and options to kind of correlate it with my trading strategies and sometimes hedge the things that I do. But that takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. Those of you guys who think that I do this full time and you need to be full time to trade, the strategies that I have in my guide, it teaches you guys my overnights and my swing trades. Those strategies are what helped me turn 1,000 into 25,000. So I did 2,400% on my account using those strategies. So yes, they work. My strategies obviously work because I've proven to you guys and to myself that they still work, and they work even better now, I feel like, especially because of how fast I'm doing this challenge. So you guys thinking, okay, I need to do this, full time? No, I disagree 100%. It definitely helps, especially if you want to trade all day, but if you're looking for just a quick part-time strategy, you buy at the close, you sell at the open type deal, nothing wrong with that. No lie, I work with 4 other people who believe in you and talk about you every day. Shout out to Fort Myers, Ale House, Cam. We are saving a group to get the scanner and join your program. Wow, that is so cool. 6B Rec. That is awesome, man. I'm glad that I'm motivating you guys. Feel free to message me in Discord. Yeah, I know. Gaming, I know it's a lot of money. And I know that the course is a lot of money. And I get that it's almost $2,000. But here's the thing. Think about how much college would cost, okay? Think about student loans and how much those cost. I'm charging a hundredth of that, or a 1/300th of that, or even a 50th of that, right? And so it just depends on how serious you take this. Obviously, if you're scared to purchase it, then I don't recommend it. You have to feel comfortable with whatever you purchase in life. If you want to go to the store, make sure you feel comfortable buying the clothes that you want to buy, and don't make yourself financially stressed. Same thing with my guide. If you feel financially stressed with my guide and you don't feel confident in my strategies or wanting to learn them, then I don't really recommend it. I just want to recommend it to those people that are driven, that want to try and take their trading to the next level by using and learning my strategies and see if they work for you. It's not going to work for everyone. You always have to trade your plan, and it doesn't matter how many people know my strategies front to back. Jordan has been having great successes, and that guy knows my strategies better than anybody else on this planet. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee you, Jordan and Educator, we are close friends. We actually hang out and know each other in person. This guy knows my strategies because we talk almost every day, and I've been trying to help him throughout his trading career from the very beginning. And I'm actually the reason why he started. I'm not going to quote myself on that, but I'm 90% sure of it because he saw potential in it. And look at what this guy has been doing. He has been. I'm so proud of him. I'm more proud of him than probably myself. Look at what he just did in the month. So this was a guy who, look at the month of March. Okay, this is the Jordan that I knew. $145, $40 loss, $200. Okay, kind of taking small winners and taking small loser weeks, right? But still being profitable. This is where and he's really starting to change it around in March and before that. But the month of April, guys, he did a total, I believe, of like $70,000 in the month of April. He found what works for him. I've helped him along the way, and he trades similar to me. It's funny because sometimes he'll be in something that I'm in throughout the day, even now. It actually happens more often than not, especially now because he knows exactly how I think, which it's crazy, that guy. But anyways, but yeah, he did like almost maybe 80,000. Let's see, 68, 75. Yeah, he did about 80,000. Oh no, it's right there. Come on, I'm nuts. $82,280.96. Okay, this guy knows my strategies. I can guarantee it without any question. I don't even think anybody's close, really, unless you follow every single YouTube video that I've ever watched. Anyways, he did $82,000 last month, guys. I was super excited for him, super happy, and every day this month he's been green. He has been green. How many days in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 15. That is 19, and then he just updated his thing today. 19 green days in a row. He just did a post today on his green days. Where is it? 19, 20, 21. So he's on 21 green days in a row. Okay, super excited for him. Super awesome to see. And I'm happy for Jordan for continuously creating those opportunities for himself. And now we can go to Hawaii and have some nice steak together. Now that we can hang out, and I couldn't be any happier, man. My plan is to take him out to a nice steak dinner here. When this quarantine is over, that's kind of what I was gonna say. Is once he had his first 5-figure day, I was gonna take him out to a nice steak dinner. And it was unfortunate timing because now we can't. But we will get there when time comes. So hopefully you guys are learning from everything that I do. Hopefully you guys, let's see. So sorry. So hopefully that makes sense on my scanner. If you guys have any more questions about it, make sure to watch the YouTube videos that we have. Try and read everything before asking questions, and then if you have to ask me questions, go from there. I wish I had a friend like you. That's so nice, man. No, I appreciate it. So, what was it? I gotta go in order. I'm sorry. I sent the banner. Okay, thank you for the banner. The charting software I use is Thinkorswim. I've been on here way too long, guys. Here I go with a freaking 50-minute stream. Yikes. I do use Holly. Yes, I do. I call her Barb. Would you ever do live trading? Only for my mentorship program, probably. Not for a mass group. I've done it a little bit with you guys. But, yeah. I strain away from that because I don't want you guys copying my trades. I want you guys learning from me. Copying will do nothing for your trading career. I'm giving you guys things to learn from and create your own trading career and trade your plan and your own strategies and what you learn from yourself. Not just copying me, because copying me is not going to, it's not going to help you guys. It's not going to help you be self-sufficient. That's not what I teach here at NorMagnoTrading.com. There are plenty of rooms that give you buy and sell alerts, and they go up and they go down and whatever. But and I have nothing against that. I respect it. They have hustle, whatever. I'm just saying that's not what I do here at NorMagnoTrading.com. I teach you guys to be self-sufficient, to create opportunities for yourself in the longer term. So where you don't need me ever, really. You just you have your own plans, your own strategies. You see things the way you see it, right? And you trade it the way you want. Not the way I am doing it exactly, right? I don't think that's, in my career, and in my, I tried doing that back in the day when I first started. You don't know when they're getting out. You don't know what they're thinking throughout the trade. Things change so rapidly. It's tough. I had my buddy cut my hair, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna probably answer. Oh my gosh, you're down 100K in the year. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, the biggest the biggest thing I ever did for myself was investing in my education. Okay, somebody just blew up $100,000. I know that when I blew up almost 60% of my net worth. It's so hard to remember what I did. But I blew about $10,000 when I first started trading, and I basically almost quit. And if I would have used that $10,000 and bought myself, other guides along the way instead of throwing my money in the markets, because once you throw it away in the markets, you're never going to see it again, unless you make a trade. And if you make a trade and you lose it, you're never going to see it again, right? So I invested in my education. That was probably one of the biggest things I ever did for myself. I spent so much time on YouTube. I started buying different courses, and I built up my own trading plans now, my own trading strategies, my own things that work for me. And no one trades like me, really. I don't know anybody who really trades exactly like me. There are people that trade similar to me. I only know 2 people in this world that trade similar to me. Okay? But they don't trade exactly like me, not even close. They don't have one of them can't hold as long as I can. The other one holds too long. So, but and vice versa. And there's a lot of miscellaneous other things. I have different IPO strategies. Trading is insane. How many different ways you can use your money to create wealth? It is absolutely insane. So, but yeah, my biggest thing I ever did is invested in my education because I would have never been where I'm at. It just expedited my learning process. Sped things up a lot. How do you know a stock is going to run after hours? What signs do you look for? It's a good question. I look for sympathy plays. I look for what we've seen. I look for trends. Have you seen gap ups multi-day? Okay. Have you seen things moving multi-day or not? In a slower market, you won't see anything gap up usually multi-day. But when you start getting gappers multi-day, especially when they're big gappers, a lot of times there's going to be a crowd that follows those and a crowd that sees that. What's going on, Tony? There's a crowd that sees that and kind of plays along with it. It's called a trend sector sympathy play type. It's a concept that you have a crowd of people who saw something, and now you have a crowd of people that want to be a part of something, right? When they see it, they want it. So they make a similar pattern, if that makes any sense. All right, guys, I got to head out. I'm sorry if I didn't answer your questions. Check out the links in the description below if you're feeling interested in my guides or my scanners or free brokerage that I recommend. It gives you up to $900 in free stocks. Anything else? Free chat is in the link in the description below. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to let you know if I make new videos. Cheers, team, and go Hawks, baby.